Hi everyone, it's been so long since I've been on here, and I wanted to come and talk a couple of minutes. It's not going to be long. For a few things. Number one of my sorority sisters started a line of lipstick, and it's called Pretty Girl Lips. And I actually currently have two of them on. One of this color is called Vixen. That's what I have on. And I have it with the lip liner, the lip pencil, Blasted Brick. So I'm having these two on. It looks nice. I like it. Also, I became a partner with Black Water. And I'm going to tell you, first of all, the color got me. I was like, And so it sits here, and I'm like, okay, I gotta drink it. I'm scared. It's water. It's just water with a bunch of minerals, and it really does help regulate your system. So if you are struggling with regulating, Black Water is it. And you can, I'll put the link in. You can shop with me, so that you can, yeah. And then once you shop with me, you can have the opportunity to possibly have a partnership. I actually have a regular shipment. I also wanted to bring up something that I started watching, and it's called The Good Lord Bird. Ethan Hawke plays John Brown, and it's a historical fiction. What is a historical? That's about it. There we go. And it's by James McBride. You probably know James McBride from another work, and I'm going to say it's not one of my favorite reads. The Color of Water. And this is his newest book, Deacon King Kong. And I'm going to tell you that I started watching the show on Showtime, and I said, now wait a second, hold the phone. What is this? It is about John Brown is an abolitionist, and he is a man who is deeply religious, believes he is against this notion that we should have a peaceful transference of negotiating with ending slavery. He doesn't believe in that's possible. He feels that slavery can only be ended once you crush the slaveholders. And it's like, oh, okay. That's, And he would go around killing anybody who said that they were for slavery. So I watched the first 3 episodes, and I was like, I think that James McBride does an excellent job at getting to the question of, what does a slave feel when they saw somebody like John Brown come around them? Would they feel good? Would they feel comfortable? And so then there's this book. It just came out. The Zealot and the Emancipator by H.W. Brands. Brand spanking new book. And it talks about John Brown and Abraham Lincoln, and how really the difference between the two is that definitely Abraham Lincoln has had a little bit of a history of using, negative rhetoric about blacks, right? John Brown is not only does he deeply believe in the abolishment of slavery, and he believed that a civil war was inevitable, but he also believed in this deep, deep belief in equality. And so when we have a conversation about, because Abraham Lincoln did not believe in equality. He did believe in opportunity, but he did not believe in equality. And when we have this conversation, and a lot of people aren't comfortable yet with looking at Lincoln as just this liberator, and not trying to look at him as a whole holistic person. And people look at people still believe that there's a unification of being able to be okay with freeing slaves and means that a person believes in equality. That's not what that means. Person can believe in the inhumaneness of slavery, but also believes in blacks and whites not being equal. John Brown is not that guy. He believed in it's one and the same. I am your brother. You are my sister. I'm treating everyone equally. He didn't believe in segregation. He didn't believe in disrespecting someone based on race. And he believed in abolishing slavery. It's a fascinating read. Both of them are fascinating reads. Fascinating historical fiction. And I'm going to tell you, Ethan Hawke is playing this role. I mean, wow. Can we already just hand him the Emmy? Because he can have it. He can have an Emmy. Because this man is playing this role to a T. Anyhow, let's see. Is there anything else to talk about? I promise I'm gonna get back to doing it. I'll do a video in the morning. I promise I'll get back to doing the videos. I miss you guys. I miss not doing my videos. So I'm excited to be back. And I think that's about all that I. Oh, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? There's one more thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about this. Rage. I read the book. And I'm going to tell you, it's a big book, but it's an easy read. Bob Woodward. Yeah. This was not stunning to me as much as the first one, Fear. Fear was stunning. And I think Fear was more stunning because I was just stunned at how incompetent this was. This is like, I already know he's incompetent. I don't need to know how much more incompetent he was. They did go through and try to talk about how people came into the office. And I'm just like, I don't care how these people became members of the office. Like, I don't care. And how they eventually left. I don't care. And there's this tension of, I should be a good American, and this is the reason why I'm serving. Okay. I mean, look, whatever makes you sleep at night, go for it. And I'm not saying that because you have a president that you don't like, that you shouldn't participate. That's not me. I'm not saying it. You should work for government for the good of the country, even if it is under a president that you may not like. I am there with you. But I think I'm more stunned at how people are really trying to justify their actions. Like, they're really trying hard to try to make themselves not be as depicted as bad. They're thinking of the aftermath of when Trump is leaving office and what their reputation, what their part in history is going to be. And look, you made a deal. You attached yourself to the man. Own it. Own it. That's all. And I did underline a few parts that I think are interesting, and I'm not sure. I'm trying to see if something pops out. But I guess I'm not as I'm not as moved by anything. I mean, I thought it was interesting where he literally is 90% of the things he's done I've taken apart in regards to President Obama. So you I mean, he is really the epitome of a white guy who really is just angry that minority, let's call a spade a spade. They're angry that black folks has that there are some black folks out there that's doing better than them. They have a lot of money. Some of these black folks have money. Some of these black folks have status, and they're angry. That's all. And this is what this book is about. Anger. And Donald Trump is angry that there are white black folks out there that has had equality. And he wants to refer to the President Obama as someone who is less than him. And this is just, I mean, when people don't like the word white backlash, I don't see how you can't. I don't see how you can't. His whole presidency is that. And that's what Bob Woodward is really kind of telling. He is unqualified to be president. He ends his last sentence saying he was the worst person to be president right now. He's unqualified. He's unfit. He is, that's Bob Woodward's interpretation. And, it's like, and if he wants, and the way that he views race is no different than many white liberals. And I think we need to have a conversation to say, look, this is how you also view race. Don't separate yourself from this category. Acknowledge it and move forward. That's all. And be better. How about we all just be better people, including myself?